Now here's something really interesting, which I've seen once before but haven't documented it. It's an old, like a Pullman coach car. This is in Peru, Illinois. It's actually right at the LaSalle, Peru city limits. I mean, there's the city limit sign right there. So anyway, Peru is just west of LaSalle. Let's go have a look-see at this. It's clearly, it's been taken off its trucks completely. It's just set on the ground. So probably, obviously, it was meant to be some kind of stationary building. Maybe an office or something like that. I've seen old cabooses in some of these small Midwestern towns used as museums, chambers of commerce, things like that. But here we are inside this thing. Seriously overgrown. Vines come up into the windows, coming up into the soffits there over where the passenger seats would be. This would have been a gorgeous piece of history at one point. Ceiling finish is coming apart. You can see some of the insulation batting up there, some of the electrical conduit for a ceiling light there. Lots of graffiti, not surprisingly. So this has a concrete floor, so I am guessing that's something that was poured, and then that this whole car was set down on the concrete slab. Because I doubt, I'm almost positive, these Pullmans were not built that way originally. This little thing here, I'm guessing would have been a restroom. I don't know if it was a restroom when the car was built or added later. But a little sewer vent stack, that probably was put in after this whole car body was set down on this concrete slab for whatever it was going to be. Or whatever it was used at in a second life. I'm guessing homeless people have camped out here because there's a suitcase, looks like a piece of clothing. A few bottles here and there. Yeah, this is visible from the road. This is so rusted up high. Up at the, not the Cup of Claristory, I think is what this is called. But yeah, sunlight coming in through the roof, where that light fixture is. Oh, there's some more electrical work done. It looks like that was, an octal box for a ceiling light that was obviously added after this left the Pullman factory. And then, so that's the smaller box, and then right there in the middle of the shot would have been the original Pullman light fixture. So this is interesting. I would love to know what this was. First time I've ever seen an old passenger car just put down on a concrete slab like this, off its wheels. Alright, more electrical stuff. Obviously added not after this car was built. I see the electrician just piped through the roof structure there, poked a big hole in it, put that disconnect switch, little light box there, or light switch box. And here we are coming out the other end of this thing. See what's around the outside. Yeah, so a little concrete slab there for a back step. Back when this was operating as a Pullman passenger car, there would have been a little end platform there. There would have been a door at that opening I just went through. There would have been some handrails. It would have been a nice little platform for standing and watching the world go by while the train's in motion. So yeah, this is the side facing north. So overgrown, hardly even tell what it was. we're walking back towards where I entered, but I'm gonna go back to the end that I just came out of and go back through this thing again, going the other direction, just for the sake of getting a full tour of it. Alright. Oh yeah, so there's light fixtures up above in the end of this thing. Those would have been Pullman light fixtures, no doubt. Factory fitted. South facing side, we can see outside this thing a little bit better. We can the other side, still pretty overgrown though. Almost looks like they would have just cut the original floor out from under this thing, or cut the whole body off the floor to put it down on this concrete slab, because right at the edge of the concrete slab I can see rust and see holes in the original bodywork. I can see daylight through them and see plants flapping in the breeze and stuff like that. Old vent cover with dampers in it. Oh, that probably came from up there. Let's see if it fits. Yeah, fits perfectly. It just fell straight out at one point. Be happy. Fuck a duck. Oh, definitely some pretty gnarly graffiti in here. Little chimney or vent stack. Hard to tell if that would have been something put in by Pullman or if that was added afterwards by whoever put this here. Go through the bulkhead again. Back in the middle of this thing. There's some, guessing that would be electrical conduit that looked like it was put through the wall of this thing and then came out for some reason. A hole in the concrete slab. Looks like some kind of a tank out there, maybe a propane tank for heat. Here's that little closet or perhaps bathroom again. Really don't have enough knowledge of Pullman cars to be able to tell what would have been original in here and what would have been added after this thing was set down on a concrete slab. But I can confident this vent stack here, oh yeah, that's just punched right through the ceiling. So this vent stack was done by whoever put this down on the concrete slab. Goes right down into the concrete. Doubtless that would have been required by building codes to use this as a permanent structure. And going back out where I came in originally. Oh, here's another overhead structure that had a vent in it. There's the vent hanging out on the floor. If anybody is familiar with this car, please comment. It would be great to see pictures of it as it looked when it was used as a passenger car. Those window frames are pretty well rotted. Glass is all gone from them. Let's go back outside and see what this thing looks like from the road. Alright, so there's the end I went in. And same thing, somebody poured a little concrete step there where there originally would have been an end platform with handrails and steps for getting in and out of this thing. And I can really see some of the rust perforation on this side up at the Clerestory. So yeah, interesting relic again. If anybody recognizes it and knows anything about it, please comment.